Technology can be used to greatly improve many aspects of our lives. However, when dealing with revenue management, it seems that there are some problems. Revenue managers do not believe that their systems provide the optimal pricing and occupancy recommendations that they used to. One of the main problems is that technology cannot keep up with the changing market. There are more distribution channels than ever, and the systems aren't taking this into account. Social media has changed the way that revenue managers go about their jobs, and there are also events that computers aren't currently able to take into account, such as certain weather events and unstable economies. Another reason why the revenue management systems haven't kept up with the times is that the role of the revenue manager has continued to change. The revenue manager position used to be simply setting the room rates. Now, with the focused move towards price optimization, they have been reassigned to a more strategic role in their organizations. They are now responsible for taking absolutely everything into account and for providing the most profit possible down to the last dollar. The bottom line is, revenue managers hold a much broader and more strategic position than what they used to, and the revenue management systems do not take this change into account. Some industry experts believe that the revenue managers are relying on the technology too much, and they are not considering other factors. This problem could be looked at in two different ways. One way is that the revenue managers need to make sure they are considering other factors besides what the program is showing them, and the other way could be that the revenue management systems need to take all factors into consideration. The next step for these systems is to improve in price optimization. Once they achieve this, they will be able to determine the best price based on all factors, and then they will be able to automatically upload them to the distribution channels. When revenue management systems first came out around 20 years ago, they were limited for a couple reasons. One, because of the misconceptions that they would not benefit the hotel, and two, that they were very costly to implement because the hotel would need to purchase a computer system if they didn't already have one, and also the revenue management software itself. A revenue management system provides users with a number of services, such as management reports, customer reports, alerts, and analysis. Having a revenue management system will allow a hotel to increase revenue by easily looking at the hotel's performance on a daily, weekly, monthly, and even annual basis, all while helping with pricing decisions throughout the hotel. There are also many different types of revenue management systems. Aside from hotels, restaurants, retail stores, and even airports use revenue management systems. Interestingly, for airports, they use the Aviator revenue management software to optimize the revenue for each and every flight. In many service industries, the supply is fixed while the demand is not, which is why it is difficult to find a balance between the supply and demand. Revenue management systems read and interpret historical data to project future demand and manage supply and demand through pricing, inventory control, and overbooking. Reliable forecasting is essential to the success of revenue management system. An eventual problem with forecasting is that the demand recorded is usually affected by managerial decisions and not genuine. This may make the program systematically biased and lead to further incorrect price and capacity allocation decisions. Overall, revenue management systems have been helping revenue managers for many years, and they have been increasingly successful. However, there is an amount of success computer software cannot reach. They help collect data and help to project for the future, but the interactions and insight of the manager are just as beneficial. The use of technology increases every day, but there are flaws in the system, and some data that the technology just cannot read.